So we're back again for part 2 of this wonderful interview with a dragon. Now, I know dragons are difficult and we have to kind of have a love-hate relationship with them, but this guy's not too bad. Vogg's pretty nice, even though he is being nice and showing up as a human, mainly, so that we don't all get brown underwear. So, let's move on to the interview. Back to Angus in the interview. We'll talk to you afterwards. Thank you very much.
All right, now I want to ask you another question. If you're out on the battlefield and you're opposing another character of some sort, be it a fighter, a wizard, a clerical man in touch with the deities, what is the thing that you least likely want to see opposing you on the field of combat?
That's a very good question. Seeing as nothing has been able to stand up to me so far, I probably would be excited if I had to oppose like a type 6 demon, or if I had to go up against a Tarrasque. But Tarrasques are easy because they're not smart, and I'm smart. I'm ancient. I'm smart. And the type 6 demons, they're not so much fun because I like to breathe fire, and they can handle fire real easy. So that's not so good for me. But I don't run into them very often. We tend to play on the same side more than we do the opposite side. So, but if you talk about the typical adventures, quote unquote adventures that are dragon slayers, things like this, they all suck. Yeah, you too. Oh. And that's because they never can do what they say they can do. They don't realize all the great things that us ancient old red dragons can do. Because we're able to turn into humans, we can use so many different spells and so forth. They're just easy pickings. And dwarves, yeah, sometimes they can be useful. They do collect a lot of treasure for us, save us a lot of time and effort. So we do like that part. And like I said, my mother said it was important to get iron in your diet, so I always made sure that I would eat some dwarves. So, but
eating dwarves, I'm not impressed. But I do have to say this. I was married to a type 6 demon for 100 years, and that was no walk in the park, my friend.
I would say so. If you were... Whoa,
she looked just like a dwarf, mind you, but if you got to know her, she was definitely a type 6 demon.
I can understand that one. I was once married to a witch. Using that definition, definitely a witch.
Definitely indeed. All right, now, I'm sure everybody wants to know, since you are an ancient dragon and you have dwelled upon this world for so long, so very, very long, what would you say is your most interesting trinket or treasure that you guard?
Oh, that I guard? I have an assortment of 12 sentient swords. I may just throw them out someday, though, because they talk and bicker all the time.
Ugh,
they're
not
so
those
annoying.
kind of swords.
Yes, I know, and I tried to melt them, but apparently I cannot melt them. That was very disappointing, I can tell you that much. So right now, they're all bundled up in layers and layers of cloth of gold inside of a coffin-shaped box, so that all I hear is all the time, and that's I can live with.
Ha! That's the same way I dealt with my ex-wife.
Oh,
we got
nice.
a lot in common. How about that?
I like that. That's a good way to take care of wife. Mind you, mine was big, and she could change into things, so I had to be really careful about that.
Boy, at the wrong time, mine changed into things too. But let me tell you, I want to question one more thing here for sure. Who is guarding that treasure right now?
Wouldn't you like to know where it is?
Well, you know, dwarves are very curious creatures.
Met a guy who was, I guess, a leader of adventurers, and I spent about 100 years with him, and he taught me the most amazing traps, and I put those all around my dungeon. All I find every once in a while is a little bit of scorched remains or a skeleton or something like that. And that's all.
Sounds like a stinking DM, I know. But we'll leave that out of the story. Well, it's been very fascinating having you here. And
thank you.
I think all of our viewers would really like to know at least one more thing. What is your favorite attack that you do, other than your beautiful breath weapon of fire? Of course, we all know dragons like that. But if you had to do something, and let's just say you couldn't pull the breath weapon up.
Well, that's the great thing about being a dragon and having this long experience in the world and having learned so many different spells is that if I can't hit him with my fireball breath, I can hit him with a fireball spell. So, bingo. And that usually gets them by surprise after they don't think that I'm going to breathe on them. Works pretty well.
All right. So now all of you out there that do your adventures have a good idea how to go up against an ancient dragon and kill him. That is a good part of this interview. Talk to him. That makes this a good part of the interview so that you will get to know your dragon kind. Now, I also want to know, you being a red dragon,
Yes.
do you hang out with the other dragons? Like, are there some dragons that are elitists or don't want to hang around? Like, oh, maybe gold dragons or something like that?
Gold dragons. Scum of the earth. Stay away from them. I don't like gold dragons. They're nice. I'm not nice. I'll hang out with the black dragons and the green dragons, but I'm definitely not hanging out with the gold dragons.
My experience with green dragons is they're awfully gassy.
Yes, they cut the most deadly farts you've ever seen.
Yes,
It's
that I've seen.
truly amazing.
Felt. It's been a horrible experience at times. Absolutely horrible.
Well, I thank you very kindly for having me on the show today. That was very nice of you. It's the first time I've ever seen a dwarf do something nice, and just for that, I won't make dessert of you.
Well, I'm certainly happy that I won't have to stop you from trying to do anything like that. But we are happy that you came in and spent time telling us and the people who take time to view our channel exactly what to expect if you were to sit down and have a conversation with said dragon, as opposed to drawing steel and trying to depose of him.
Just so you know, start by offering me a drink.
This is not always the answer, but I mean, a lot of times it may
Maybe I am
very
getting
well
dessert.
be. Thanks. Tune in next time where hopefully I'll be taking my interviews to the street.
So that concludes our awesome interview with a dragon. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will remember us and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment. Enjoy as much as you can. We're just here having fun. We want you to have fun too. So I hope you enjoyed the interview. We'll have more again soon. And remember, the Dwarven Tool Show is not for everybody. It's only for dwarves. Humans are not allowed. So we'll have some more insights into that in the future. More reviews coming. Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon. And remember, dwarves rock.